Most musicians that are showing up online, posting content, and building their fan base are doing exactly what they need to do, showing up and making their business work. What most of them don't understand is that they actually have two different customers that they need to talk to when they post online. One of these customers pays you way more than the other one. In this video, I'm going to talk about the differences between them and how we can have a mindset shift to make our content more dialed in for that customer. Now go look at any electronic music producer social media. You'll see studio shots, last gigs, the latest releases, and that's all good stuff. That's great. Show up online, do the thing, build your fan base. But most of them kind of thinking, how do I get more people to listen to my stuff? How do I get more fans to give me more streams? And while that's important, there's a much bigger opportunity that most artists completely miss. Here's what took me way too long to figure out. You have two different customers. Customer number one are your fans. They stream your music for basically free. Maybe buy them. I don't know who buys music nowadays, but if you are one of those people, bless you. Maybe they're DJs and then they're more inclined to buy your music, and we are gonna just put them in the same slot as your fans. But obviously, they're a bit of a better customer than just someone that just stream your music. But let's put them in the same bracket as customer number one. Customer number two are promoters, people that throws live shows, festivals, events, and those guys that pay you hundreds or thousands of dollars for 60 to 90 minutes to however long your set is. If you have both of those customers, who would you like to serve more? Probably the one that pays you more. If you want to make a living from your art, you should probably notice where you have leverage that makes you more money. What's the least amount of effort that makes me the most amount of income? Those are live shows and festivals and gigs, meaning promoters are probably your best clients. Once I understood this, that promoters are your high value client, I started to ask myself, what do promoters actually look at when they want to book you for a show? So when they're looking to putting up a lineup for their next gig, they would probably listen to your music, look at the numbers, the following, and have proof that you have engaged audience. They want to see evidence that you bring people through the door, and they would like to see signs that your business is actually alive, it's working. Now, for sure, they care about your music, but what they really, really care about is if you're gonna fill up their venue. So here's a little shift in the perspective that we all need to have. You can keep doing what it is that you're doing. Post studio content, videos from your gigs, your latest releases, all of that is great. Engage with your audience and keep building the hype. But now let's also think strategically how this serves the high paying customer. Maybe next time you post, ask yourself, how can I make this post show that I have an engaged community in my brand? How can this post prove that I can bring people to shows? And what would make a promoter think, I need this artist on my lineup? Now, not every post should be like that, but it's just for you to think of it and have a little shift in your head about how you put yourself out there when you're posting digital content for your business. This isn't about faking it or manipulating anyone. This is about understanding that your online presence can show that your business is working. And when someone comes to your storefront, aka your social media, they can see that you've been busy. Things are happening. You're active. You're engaging with your community. You're playing shows. You're working on your music. Whatever it is that you share online. For most of us that wait between releases until you have something to post, it kind of looks like your business is dead in between. Even if you made a post once a week, even if you made a post once every few weeks, just because you didn't have what to post about, because you didn't have a release or you didn't play a gig, when someone goes to your socials, it looks like your business is shut, especially if you haven't posted in a while. Treat your social media like the storefront of your business. It needs to look alive. It's almost like you would walk next to a restaurant and the lights are off. Obviously, the restaurant is not really working. You can see that there is a business there, but it's not on right now. If you go into the same restaurant and there's a lot of people waiting in line, music, everyone's having fun, an engaged community, you'd more likely to want to interact with that restaurant. You might go and see what they have to offer. And that works both ways, both for the promoter and for your fans. When you post consistently and build genuine engagement, with your audience, your community, your fans will love it because they get to be a part of your journey. And the promoters love it because they get to see the proof that you can create the one thing they need the most, which is a crowd that shows up. After you do this for a while, posting on social media and being present online, it's not only about building an audience and building a fan base, you're actually showing the promoters that you're a smart booking decision. Now, for most of us musicians, you're probably thinking and saying, I don't really have anything to post online because I've been there, and that's exactly what happened to me for like a decade. I kept finding myself getting into this vicious cycle of wanting to post, not having anything to post, and it would damage my art, trying to go quick into having something to show online. It's one of the biggest challenges that musicians and artists face with this online business store methods that we all need to kind of play along. And that's exactly what I've been talking about in all of my last videos, and I'm going to keep talking about it. And here's the thing. Your creative process generates way more content than just the finished tracks. You're sitting on a goldmine of creative byproducts. Unfinished ideas, Ableton Live racks, behind the scenes content, and just footage of your actual process. Even you going on a walk and trying to listen to an audiobook is content. You can share it online. People care. I would. Most musicians throw this stuff away, but these byproducts can actually make your store still look open and create way more opportunity for you to actually connect with the people on the other side that care about this brand that you're trying to build here. Now, this connects to everything I've been talking about. Whether you're still in the old business model or you're going with the new roadmap that I shared in the last few videos, the foundation is the same. Consistent online presence that will serve both your fans and promoters. In my last video, I shared the full roadmap of a new way that musicians can actually approach this music business thing that we're doing, considering that we have a digital business, that the core product of it is music, how we can actually harvest more and create more in this world so we can get more from everything we put out. I talk about the byproducts, I talk about the community you can build, I talk about all the opportunities that are right there for all of us musicians to harvest from the things that we're already doing. We just need to systemize it and change some ways we think about this business thing that we're doing. If you haven't watched it yet, please go check it out. But even if you watched it and you still want the old way of just focusing on music and shows, which is totally valid and you can go ahead with it, this video can still help you when you post online. Consider the fact that you're high-paying customers, the promoters, not just your fans that love your music. You want more and more of them, but you definitely want more and more promoters to see that you are a good business decision for them. If you make them make money, you make money. In a few days, I'm actually launching a free 5 days email mini course that's going to go only for the people that are subscribed to my newsletter. In that course, I'm going to talk about how to harvest your creative gold, how to actually take those byproducts from old sessions on unfinished tracks, from every time you show up and create music, and what it is that you can do with them online. So if you're one of those people that thinks that they don't have enough to post online, and you understand that you need to show up more online, maybe this free email course is for you. So it's launching in just a few days. You can go to the description and subscribe to my newsletter. You'll get the email automatically when it's going to be launched. If you want to know exactly when it is, just follow me on socials. I'm going to talk about it in the next few days. And I just want to emphasize one more time that your music is valuable. Your creativity is already there. And if you want to make a living from your art, you just need to make the mind shift to understand that you're running a business. If you want to make a living out of something, you need income. You need sales, you need to know what you're doing, how you're going to get from point A to point B. Consider what we talked about in this video and what I've been talking about in the last videos, and maybe this mind shift can start happening already. See where your leverage points are. Aim to satisfy your high-paying customer. Show up online, give value, create. You're already a creator. Share the things you create with the world. You don't have to wait until your art is finished. Give, and ask every once in a while. In that way, you build genuine relationship with the community that's surrounding your brand. It feels freaking great. Hopefully you got some value from this video and some of these words resonated with you. If you want to check my other videos, go check them out. I just released the whole full roadmap last week. Subscribe to my newsletter, follow the socials, please leave a comment, interact with me here. Super exciting stuff are coming up after this 5-day course, so start with that. Hope you enjoy it, and thank you so much for listening.